Hello, everyone. My name is Adam.
And I'm Julia. We're excited to have you with us today.
It's always a pleasure to connect with our listeners from all around the world. Whether you're tuning in from home, on your commute, or even while taking a walk, we're glad you're here. Today we will dive deep into the topic of education and lifelong learning.
That's right, Adam. Education is a lifelong journey, not just something that happens in a classroom. We're going to explore what education means, why it's so important, and how it can happen at any age.
We'll be discussing various aspects of education, from formal schooling to the informal learning we do every day. Plus, we'll share some inspiring stories of lifelong learners and provide tips on how you can continue your own learning journey. Before we start, let's share a bit about ourselves. Julia, what's your learning journey been like?
Well, Adam, my journey has been quite diverse. I started with a degree in education, which gave me a solid foundation in teaching and learning methodologies. But my curiosity didn't stop there. I've always believed in the power of continuous education. Over the years, I've taken courses in psychology to better understand human behavior, cooking to explore my love for food, and even coding to keep up with the digital age. Each of these experiences has enriched my life in different ways.
That's fascinating, Julia. It's amazing how diverse your learning journey has been. For me, I've always been a curious person. After finishing school, I realized that my education was just beginning. I wanted to understand different cultures and languages, so I traveled and immersed myself in various communities. Recently, I've been studying digital marketing to stay current in my field. Learning about new strategies and tools helps me in my professional life and keeps my mind sharp.
That's great, Adam. It's wonderful to see how your experiences have shaped your approach to learning. I think our listeners will benefit a lot from hearing about the different paths we've taken.
Absolutely, Julia. And that's one of the key points we want to make today. That learning is a lifelong process. It doesn't end when you leave school. In fact, some of the most important learning happens outside of formal education.
Exactly. And we're here to encourage our listeners to embrace learning in all its forms. Whether it's picking up a new hobby, taking an online course, or simply reading a book, there are countless ways to keep growing and expanding your knowledge.
So sit back, relax, and join us as we explore the exciting world of education and lifelong learning. We hope you'll find this episode inspiring and motivating. Let's get started.
Segment 1. What is education? Definition and types of education.
Education is about gaining knowledge and skills. It can be formal, like in schools and universities.
And it can be informal, like learning from experiences, reading books, or even watching videos. Both types are essential and complement each other.
Formal education typically follows a structured curriculum, and it's often mandatory up to a certain age. It includes elementary schools, high schools, colleges, and universities. This type of education provides a foundation in various subjects, such as math, science, history, and language arts.
Informal education, on the other hand, is more flexible. It happens outside the traditional classroom settings. It can be anything from learning to cook by watching your parents in the kitchen to gaining computer skills through online tutorials. It's all about acquiring knowledge and skills through everyday experiences and self-directed activities.
Julia, can you give an example of informal education in your life?
Sure. I learned a lot about gardening from my grandmother, not from any school. She taught me how to plant seeds, take care of plants, and understand the seasons. It was hands-on learning, and it taught me patience and the joy of nurturing life.
That's a beautiful example, Julia. For me, I learned to play the piano by watching online tutorials. I couldn't afford lessons, but I found a wealth of resources on YouTube and other websites. It's amazing what you can learn outside of a classroom. I practiced daily, and over time, I improved my skills significantly.
Exactly, Adam. The internet has opened up so many opportunities for informal learning. There are countless websites, videos, and online courses available on almost any topic you can imagine. You can learn at your own pace and focus on areas that interest you the most.
Yes, an informal education can be very personal and tailored to your interests. It's a way to explore new hobbies, improve existing skills, and stay curious about the world around you. We have a special guest today, Dr. Emily, an education expert. Dr. Emily, what is your view on the different types of education?
Hello, Adam and Julia. It's great to be here. Both formal and informal education are crucial. Formal education gives structure, provides a recognized qualification, and teaches us the basics we need to function in society. It sets the foundation for critical thinking, problem-solving, and communication skills.
And what about informal education, Dr. Emily?
Informal education provides flexibility and real-world skills. It allows individuals to pursue their passions and interests at their own pace. It also encourages lifelong learning, which is essential in a rapidly changing world. Skills learned informally, such as digital literacy, cooking, or even playing a musical instrument, can be incredibly valuable.
So, Dr. Emily, would you say that one type of education is more important than the other?
Not at all, Adam. They are both important and should complement each other. Formal education provides the foundational knowledge and credentials that can open doors to professional opportunities. Informal education keeps our minds active, helps us adapt to new situations, and allows us to continuously grow and develop as individuals.
Thank you, Dr. Emily. That's a very balanced perspective. It's clear that both types of education have their unique benefits and play crucial roles in our personal and professional lives.
Absolutely. And for our listeners, it's important to remember that learning doesn't stop after you leave school. There are endless opportunities to continue your education informally, whether through hobbies, online courses, or life experiences.
So whether you're pursuing a formal degree or learning something new on your own, both paths are valuable. Keep exploring and never stop learning. Lifelong learning means continuing to learn throughout your life. It's not just about formal education, it's about keeping your mind active and being open to new experiences and knowledge at every stage of your life.
Exactly, Julia. Lifelong learning helps us stay updated and adapt to changes in the world. In today's fast-paced environment, the skills and knowledge we acquire in school may not be enough to last a lifetime. The world is constantly evolving, and so should we.
Lifelong learning can improve your quality of life in many ways. It keeps your brain healthy, boosts your confidence, and opens up new opportunities. Whether you're learning for personal satisfaction or to advance your career, the benefits are immense.
Moreover, it encourages a growth mindset. When you're always learning, you become more resilient and adaptable, which is crucial in our ever-changing world. It's about embracing challenges and seeing failures as opportunities to grow.
There are countless ways to engage in lifelong learning. You can take online courses on platforms like Coursera, Udemy, or Khan Academy. These courses cover a wide range of topics, from professional skills to personal hobbies.
Reading books is another fantastic way to learn. Whether it's fiction, nonfiction, or self-help, Books can expand your knowledge and offer new perspectives. Libraries and online book clubs are great resources for avid readers.
Attending workshops and seminars is also beneficial. These events provide hands-on learning and networking opportunities. You can find workshops on various subjects, from photography and writing to business and technology.
And don't underestimate the power of learning from others. Joining community groups, clubs, or online forums can connect you with like-minded individuals who share your interests. These interactions can spark new ideas and provide valuable insights.
We're lucky to live in an age where there are so many free resources available. Massive open online courses, MOOCs, YouTube tutorials, and educational podcasts like ours offer high-quality content at no cost.
Podcasts, in particular, are a great way to learn on the go. You can listen while commuting, exercising, or doing household chores. It's a convenient way to make the most of your time. Today, we have a special guest, Mr. John, who started learning programming at age 60. Mr. John, what motivated you to start learning something new at this stage in your life?
Hello, Adam. Hello, Julia. Thanks for having me. My motivation was twofold. First, I wanted to keep my mind active. I've always believed in the importance of mental stimulation, especially as we get older. Second, I wanted to stay connected with my grandchildren. They are very tech-savvy, and learning programming seemed like a great way to bridge the generation gap and engage with them in a meaningful way.
That's inspiring, Mr. John. How did you find the experience of learning programming at 60? Was it challenging?
Oh, absolutely. It was quite challenging at first. I had no background in technology, so I had to start from scratch. But I took it one step at a time, using online resources and tutorials. The learning process was slow, but incredibly rewarding. The sense of accomplishment I felt when I wrote my first simple program was immense.
It's impressive to hear how you overcame those challenges. What would you say was the most rewarding part of this journey?
The most rewarding part was definitely the connection I built with my grandchildren. They were amazed and proud of my efforts. We now work on small projects together, and they even teach me new things. It's a wonderful way to bond and learn simultaneously.
That's a fantastic story, Mr. John. It just goes to show that it's never too late to start learning something new. Thank you for sharing your journey with us. Now we'd like to involve our listeners in an interactive activity. Think of something you've always wanted to learn. It could be anything: a new language, a musical instrument, a sport, or even a craft. Write it down.
Once you have it written down, make a plan to start today. Break it into small, manageable steps. For example, if you want to learn a new language, start by learning a few basic phrases or words each day.
We encourage you to share your learning goals with us in the comments section. We'd love to hear from you and support you in your lifelong learning journey.
Remember, the key to lifelong learning is to stay curious and persistent. It's okay to start small and gradually build up. The important thing is to keep moving forward and enjoy the process of learning.
Absolutely, Adam. Lifelong learning is a rewarding journey that keeps your mind active and your spirit young. We look forward to hearing about your goals and progress.
Lifelong learning has been a common trait among many successful and influential individuals throughout history. For example, Albert Einstein continued learning all his life. He once said, "Once you stop learning, you start dying." This quote reflects his belief that continuous learning is essential for personal growth and innovation.
That's a powerful quote, Julia. Another great example is Leonardo da Vinci. He was not only a painter, but also a scientist, inventor, and engineer. His curiosity knew no bounds, and he constantly explored new fields of knowledge. From anatomy to mechanics, Leonardo's diverse interests and relentless pursuit of learning made him a true Renaissance man.
Absolutely, Adam. These individuals show us that learning is not confined to a specific age or profession. It's a lifelong journey that can lead to remarkable achievements and a deeper understanding of the world around us.
And it's not just about famous historical figures. There are countless modern examples of lifelong learners who continue to push the boundaries of what's possible in their fields, whether it's technology, arts, or sciences.
Speaking of modern examples, let me share a story about my neighbour, Mrs. Smith. At the age of 70, she decided to learn how to use a computer. Initially, she found it quite challenging, but she was determined. With patience and practice, she not only became proficient in using her computer, but also started teaching other seniors in our community. She now runs a small class at the local community centre, helping others overcome their fear of technology.
That's such an inspiring story, Julia. It shows that age is not a barrier to learning. I have a similar story about a friend of mine. During the lockdown, she decided to take up painting as a way to cope with the isolation. She started with basic online tutorials and gradually improved her skills. Now she creates beautiful artwork and even sells her pieces online. What began as a hobby has turned into a new career path for her.
These personal stories highlight the transformative power of lifelong learning. Whether it's picking up a new skill, starting a new hobby, or even changing careers, the possibilities are endless when you keep an open mind and a willingness to learn. We recently asked our listeners to share their lifelong learning stories with us, and we received some truly inspiring responses. Here are a few that stood out.
Mark from Canada wrote to us about his journey learning Spanish. He started with basic phrases using language apps and progressed to taking online courses. Now he's fluent enough to volunteer as a translator for a local nonprofit organization. His new skill has not only expanded his personal horizons, but also allowed him to give back to his community.
That's amazing, Adam. Another inspiring story comes from Sarah in Australia. She always loved baking but never had the time to pursue it seriously. During the pandemic, she took online baking classes and perfected her craft. Today, she runs a successful home-based baking business, selling her delicious creations to friends, neighbors, and customers online.
These stories are fantastic examples of how lifelong learning can lead to unexpected and rewarding paths. It's about staying curious, finding what excites you, and taking the initiative to learn and grow.
We are incredibly proud of our listeners for their dedication to lifelong learning. Their stories show that no matter where you are in life, there's always an opportunity to learn something new and make a positive change.
We hope these examples inspire you to pursue your own learning journey. Whether it's something big or small, every step you take towards learning enriches your life and opens up new possibilities.
So, keep exploring, keep learning, and never stop growing. We look forward to hearing more of your amazing stories in the future.
Thank you for sharing your experiences with us. Remember, lifelong learning is a journey we all take together. Stay curious and keep pushing the boundaries of what you can achieve. As we wrap up today's episode, we want to leave you with some encouragement. Remember, it's never too late to start learning. Age is just a number. Whether you're 5 or 85, you can always start a new learning journey. The most important thing is your willingness to grow and explore new things.
Absolutely, Adam. Learning new things can be fun and fulfilling. It's an adventure that enriches your mind and soul. Don't be afraid to try. Embrace challenges as opportunities to grow. Every step, no matter how small, is a step forward. Remember, every expert was once a beginner.
And it's perfectly okay to make mistakes along the way. Mistakes are a natural part of the learning process. They help us understand what we need to improve and ultimately make us better. So don't let the fear of failure stop you from starting something new.
Think of learning as a journey, not a destination. Enjoy the process and celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Each new skill you acquire adds to your personal growth and opens up new possibilities.
Now, let's talk about some practical tips to help you on your lifelong learning journey. One effective strategy is to set small, achievable goals. For example, if you're learning a new language, try learning one new word or phrase a day. Over time, these small steps will add up to significant progress.
Another great tip is to find a learning buddy. Having someone to learn with makes the process more enjoyable and keeps you motivated. You can share resources, practice together, and support each other through challenges. Learning is often more fun when it's a shared experience.
It's also important to create a learning schedule. Consistency is key to making progress. Set aside a specific time each day or week dedicated to your learning activities. This routine helps build a habit and ensures that learning becomes a regular part of your life.
And don't forget to take breaks and give yourself time to absorb what you've learned. Sometimes stepping away for a bit can help you come back with a fresh perspective. Balance is crucial to maintaining your enthusiasm and avoiding burnout.
There are many resources available to support your lifelong learning journey. Websites like Coursera and Khan Academy offer a wide range of courses on various subjects, often for free or at a low cost. These platforms provide access to high-quality education from top universities and institutions around the world.
Your local library is another fantastic resource. Libraries offer books, audiobooks, and sometimes even free workshops or classes. Plus, they provide a quiet space where you can study and focus.
Don't forget about the power of technology. There are countless apps and online tools designed to make learning easier and more accessible. From language learning apps like Duolingo to coding platforms like Codecademy, there's something for everyone.
And of course, podcasts like ours are a great way to learn on the go. Listening to English podcasts can improve your language skills, expand your vocabulary, and help you get used to different accents and speaking styles. It's a convenient way to integrate learning into your daily routine.
We encourage you to explore these resources and find what works best for you. The key is to stay curious and keep exploring. The more you learn, the more confident and empowered you'll become.
Remember, the journey of lifelong learning is unique to each individual. Find what excites you, set realistic goals, and take it one step at a time. We're here to support you every step of the way.
Thank you for joining us today. We hope you feel inspired and motivated to continue your lifelong learning journey. Keep pushing the boundaries of what you can achieve. And remember, the world is full of opportunities waiting to be discovered.
Yes, thank you for being with us. Stay curious, stay motivated, and keep learning. We'll be back with more tips, stories, and encouragement in our next episode. Until then, happy learning.
Today, we've delved into the importance of education and the concept of lifelong learning. We explored how education isn't just about formal schooling, but encompasses a journey of continuous growth and discovery.
We discussed various ways to learn, from formal education in schools and universities to informal learning through experiences, books, and online resources.
Thank you all for joining us on the English Globe. We appreciate your time and interest in exploring these topics with us.
We hope you found our discussion helpful and inspiring. Remember, the journey of learning is a lifelong adventure that enriches our lives in countless ways.
Before you go, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. By subscribing, you'll stay updated on our latest episodes and content.
We also encourage you to leave a comment below. Tell us what new skill or topic you're excited to learn about next. Your feedback and stories inspire us and our community.
Goodbye, everyone. Keep learning, keep growing, and embrace every opportunity to expand your horizons.
Goodbye and happy learning. We look forward to continuing this journey with you in our next episode. Until then, take care and stay curious.